What's up, guys? So this is Max here. I'm going to talk today about Job's Body, a really great book on body work and about the mind-body connection and just wellness in general. So today I'm going to talk about how muscular tension has a way of perpetuating itself and growing worse and worse and worse. And you can see this in old people as they get one muscular dysfunction of a hiked up shoulder. It just keeps getting worse as they get older to the point where it's almost like a caricature of a person. So here's how it works. Your muscles are like little fibers, and there's a special group of muscles called spindle muscle fibers. And a spindle muscle fiber doesn't do any work really, but it has nerves wrapped around it in a spiral manner so that when it shrinks and when it grows, the muscle actually knows how long it is. And now what we're going to talk about is it's called the gamma loop. So a spindle muscle fiber will actually register its own length, relay that information to your spine, and the spine, without your conscious awareness, will relay an action to the muscle group that spindle muscle fiber is part of. You can see this when a doctor hits your knee with that mallet. You know, it tugs on your muscles of your quads, and your quads, without your conscious awareness, actually tug back and kick your leg forward. So that's the reflex. But here's where it gets to an interesting point of how this can mess up your posture. If you hold a muscle tight, right, and it gets shorter and it's contracted, let's use the trap for example, the body doesn't know the difference between contraction in a muscle and weight. So if you imagine I'm carrying a log on my shoulder, right, and I need to tension my shoulder up to resist that weight so it doesn't pull my shoulder out of alignment, the body doesn't know the difference. The body thinks tension in muscle equals weight that I'm resisting. So what happens is if a muscle gets shorter and shorter through habitual bad posture, the body will actually register that as weight the body needs to resist. Are you following me? Which means that the muscle is going to tend to get shorter to resist the weight more and more and more. And this is just an awful feedback loop, because if you, for example, sleep on your shoulder wrong and it's like this all night, then the brain registers that as resistance of weight, and that will just keep perpetuating itself and getting worse and worse. And we're going to talk about ways to fix this in a different video, but for now I wanted you to be aware of the fact that if you habitually contract a certain muscle, like in a grimace or in a shrug, or if you're rounded forward because your abs are tight, or if you, I don't know, are one of these guys that stands with their shoulders rotated like this, then that will tend to perpetuate itself without your conscious awareness and without your need to do anything about it. And yeah, that's about it. It's just a really cool and interesting feedback loop idea. And I think this book is going to next mention sort of how massage therapy and stretching and things can serve to break up these feedback loops, but I can't tell yet. So I'll tell you guys in the next video. All right, peace out, and subscribe if you like the content. All right, bye.